Okay, let's talk about something that drives almost every home cook absolutely crazy. You've got all the right ingredients, you've done all the prep, but when you make a stir-fried, it just doesn't hit the same, does it? Well, today, we're gonna fix that for good. You know the feeling, right? You're chasing that incredible, smoky, slightly charred flavor that you get from your favorite takeout spot. But what you end up with at home is, well, it's fine, but it's not that. So what on earth is that missing piece of the puzzle? Well, that secret, that little bit of magic, it actually has a name. It's called Wok Hei, and I'm telling you, once you understand what it is, and more importantly, how to fake it, your stir-fry game is going to change forever.
All right, so what is this mysterious wok hei that seems to separate the restaurant chefs from the rest of us? Let's break it right down.
Literally, it translates to the breath of the wok. And that's not just some cool poetic name, it's actually the perfect description. Wok hei is that super complex, smoky flavor that's created when tiny droplets of oil and food vaporize against the scorching hot metal of a wok. It's a flavor born from intense, almost violent heat. And that, my friends, brings us to the big problem. If wok hei is all about this crazy intense heat, why can't we just crank our stoves all the way up? Well, if only it were that simple. Look, it all boils down to raw firepower. A restaurant wok burner is basically a jet engine. It blasts out this massive focused flame that gets a wok glowing hot in just seconds. Your home stove, even a really good one, is, well, it's like a candle in comparison. It just can't produce the kind of power you need for true wok hei. So that's the million-dollar question, right? If our equipment is just fundamentally underpowered, are we doomed to a life of sad, flavorless stir-fries? Do we just give up? No way! We find a workaround. We find a hack. And this is the part you've been waiting for. We are about to pull back the curtain on the clever little trick that lets you completely bypass the heat problem and get straight to that amazing flavor. And here it is. The secret is controlled steam. I know, it sounds totally backwards, right? We've just been talking about all this insane dry heat, and now I'm telling you the key is water? But trust me on this. This is where a little bit of kitchen science completely changes the game. Okay, so here's exactly how you do it. First, you get your wok as absolutely hot as your stove can possibly make it. I'm talking smoking hot. Then you throw in your oil and ingredients, and you gotta move fast. And then here comes the magic. You splash in just a little bit of water. That water hits the screaming hot wok and boom! It explodes into a massive burst of steam that engulfs the food, mimicking that intense restaurant burner effect and creating that signature smoky flavor.
All right, enough theory. Let's see this whole thing in action. We'll use a simple classic to show you how it works. Wok hei fried noodles.
You can see the ingredients here. Nothing too crazy, right? Prawns, noodles, some veggies and sauces. The real magic isn't what's in the wok, it's how you cook it. So the steps are pretty simple. Number 1, get that wok ripping hot. Number 2, throw everything in and get it moving fast. And then, step 3, this is it, the hack. You splash that water in, you hear that whoosh, that crazy sizzle, and you see that big puff of aromatic steam. Bam! You just faked wok hei on a regular home stove. After that, you just finish it off and you are good to go. And here's the most important part. What you just learned isn't just a recipe for noodles. This is a master technique. You can use this water splash hack on fried rice, on stir-fried veggies, pretty much anything you want to give that authentic, amazing, restaurant-quality flavor. So there you have it, the elusive breath of the wok, totally demystified and now possible in your very own kitchen. The next time you fire up that wok, you've got a secret weapon. The only question left is, what are you going to cook first?